It's Tuesday evening, 9 p.m. It is time for the Oracle Slumber Party. And if you are joining us, say hello. Let me know where you're from. And let's get ready to sink into something incredible this evening as we share a meditation within our group. And we're going to pick from the Angels Love card deck tonight because it's Angel Week. Every day is Angel Week or Angel Day for me, I should say. But we are in the midst of celebrating over 150 episodes on the Oracle podcast, the Daily Oracle podcast. And I'm super, I don't want to say excited. I mean, I'm excited about it, but I'm just honored that it's been able to go this far. It's a big commitment from me, but it's also um very humbling to see all the people that are watching the podcast and partaking in it. And so I thought, what a great way to celebrate doing over 150 episodes and giving away a deck of the new mini Never Alone cards. So if you do watch the or listen to the Daily Oracle podcast, let me know and make sure you enter to win. This is how you win. It's super easy. You listen to the podcast. You can do it every day every day from now forward, but the contest will end on Monday. So listen in, be sure to follow on one of your favorite platforms, and then just come back to Facebook and comment on the post. It's there at Michelle Irene every single day. I share it on in this group as well. Or send me a note. I've had a lot of people send me notes, and I'll put your name in a little jar. I have a little jar here where I'm putting the notes. I have more to put in there from today, but so thank you to everybody so far that has been a great support for that podcast as well. Hello, Heather. I'm happy that you're joining me this evening. I'm assuming Grayson is in bed already. Look, I'm not sitting on my legs, so I kind of shrunk. There we go. Honey, who shrunk the kids? So I have a Facebook user here that says hello, and that's a beautiful reminder for me to remind you that StreamYard offers this beautiful link for you to click on to give them permission to share your name. And then I don't have to say, hey, Facebook user, because I'm not actually on Facebook. I'm just streaming into Facebook from a different platform that is actually a little bit easier to use. So what I want to do this evening is I want to share with you the 5 to Align meditation that was part of the Oracle podcast. Heather says, yeah, he's sleeping. Early March. And I'll share, I think it was podcast number 153, I want to say it was, but I'll share the link in here. It's a free meditation. It's like 3 minutes long. It's a beautiful way to bring yourself back to calm, back to peace. And I'll be honest with you, I listened to it before I signed on tonight because there's a lot going on in our family right now, and I needed to come back into alignment and come into peace. There's nothing major, nobody's sick or anything like that, but just some things that are being stirred up. And so that's how I want to start this evening. So if you are with me, say hello and let me know where you're from. And then let's get ready to do a quick 5 to Align meditation before we go ahead and pick the card for the collective, and then pick cards for whoever is watching and would like to have one. So let's begin by creating our sacred light activation. You can either follow with me physically, or you can just mentally do this, or you can watch me do this, whatever you feel more comfortable with. So this is a sacred light activation where we bring our hands together, prayer position in front of our heart center, and we rub the palms of our hands together and begin to get that energy to stir. And then we pull our hands apart so we can actually feel that frequency. It's quite amazing. And I'll do the shortened version of this as we bring our hands back to palm. prayer, palms back together in prayer position, and we tap into each chakra along the way as we begin to lift our hands up through the throat chakra, through the third eye, through the crown, up until the eighth and ninth chakras as well. And we bring the arms down and we create this beautiful bubble of light that is encasing us. And we bring our hands back down and tap into chakra 1, 2, and 3, and right back up to our heart. And then we put our hands on our heart and we feel the pulse of our heart, the pulse of our soul, the pulse of our being. And we take a nice big deep breath in and exhale out. As we sit with our breath for just a few moments, we're going to take 5 sets of breath. We're going to breathe in for 5, exhale for 5, and then rest. And we're going to do this 5 times. So breathe in for 5 and exhale for 5. And then rest. And breathe in and breathe out for 5 and rest. Feel yourself beginning to calm your nerves a little bit and becoming more grounded as we breathe in and exhale for 5. And I believe this is number 4. So breathe in for 5 counts and exhale for 5. Let your shoulders drop a little bit. Kind of get rid of some of that tension and breathe in for 5. And exhale for 5. And be still for a moment and feel the flow of your breath. Feel as if you're still coming in for 5 and exhaling for 5. Feel that movement, that ever going, ever flowing frequency, that momentum. And pay attention to the movement as you breathe in again. Where is it going and breathing out? Feel the movement of your entire body from the inside out, weaving the thread of your soul's light to and fro with the movement of its frequency traveling on your light stream. Breathe in and breathe out. The waves are crashing on the shoreline. The tide is thrashing, yet it's somehow calm in the middle of the sea. Calm in the middle of your heart. Calm in the middle of your soul. Your light. Bring it throughout your day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to share a little insight before we go ahead and do the message. I am super, super close to the formatting on my book, and it should be going to the printer very, very soon. It's been a labor of love, a long time coming. And I like to share bits and pieces of it to give you a little tidbits on what is going to come. And I was brought to this passage in the book, and it was after one of my darkest moments that creating a shift in my mindset had to transpire. I knew that I had to do something because I couldn't keep going on the way that I was. So I began to study the emotional aspects of my mood swings and their connection to what I like to call my angel team, and how my angel team could come in and allow me to create this shift. And if you didn't hear me earlier, we are doing angel readings tonight because it is Angel Week. We are celebrating over 150 podcasts on the Daily Oracle podcast. But back to the book for a quick second. I'm going to go ahead and read this for you. Let me see here. So there is another energy force field out there, and you are created through this energy, and all that surrounds us is energy. You can choose to work with it, or you can decide not to. That's the beauty of life. You get to choose. And while medication during this anxiety, depression scenario that I had was a great start for treating my ailment, I knew that there had to be another way. I knew that there was more to do than just pop this pill. And I'm a firm believer in the spiritual world and all its offerings. The connection between the selves, self love, self worth, self acceptance equals a fantastic recipe for self care. And with self care comes soul care. And through soul care arrives a miraculous knowing of how to remain forever unconditionally happy. And so this is the basis for my book. This is where I am at in my spiritual development. And it is important for me, it is my mission to be here with all of you whenever you can show up for yourself, whenever I can show up as myself. It is my mission to be with you on this spiritual journey and to make that journey, that spiritual practice, part of your everyday life. So much so that it's not even a practice anymore. It's just a habit. It's just a part of your day because the more we practice, the more in tune we are, and the quicker we can come back from something that can feel as a sucker punch or a gut punch or that brings us down or is devastating or is traumatic. But with our practice, with our new habit of doing it without even knowing that we are sometimes, that's part of my mission. And it's in this book that I became very, very clear on that mission. And I just felt the need to share it with you for some reason tonight. So thank you for listening. And thank you for being here. Oh, it's Sherry. Hi, Sherry. And Christine is with me. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Okay. So let's pull a card from the Never Alone card deck and let me know if you entered to win. If you've made a comment on one of the podcast posts, you're automatically entered. All right. So for the collective this evening, we have be open to the idea of your angels assisting you, and you will begin to see their beauty. And what I love about this card is that it's not in focus. So right before I signed on tonight, okay, they don't want you to see it. So right before I signed on tonight, my computer crashed. And I'm like, really, angels? It would be really nice this one time to do a Zoom class or to go live on Facebook and to not have technical issues. No matter how good your equipment is, there always seems to be a technical issue. And what a great life lesson, too, right? No matter how great life is, there always seems to be a technical issue. And in the past, I would have freaked out. My heart rate would have gone up. I would have become very stressed. And I would be like, why are you doing this to me? But here I was just like, okay, well, we'll just sign on using the phone. And as I'm signing on to go live with the phone, I called in my angels and I said, show me what to do. And voila, my computer flipped right back on again. So when you are willing to create that relationship with your angels, let's see. Come on, angels. Don't let me down now. All right. So there's really not a lot to see on this because it really is just words. But when we are open to this concept of creating that beautiful relationship with our angels, the beauty that we can begin to see in our life, the less stress that transpires. It's I don't even know how to explain it. It really it just works. It just works, people. Um oh, Carla's with us this evening. Hello. And Heather said I had a call today and my speakers didn't work, so I had to go to my phone, but had no video. And you know what you do? You just go with it. You just do the best you can do in the moment with the situation. So that is our message for this evening. Just do the best you can in the moment with what you've got. That's all we can do. There's no need to stress over perfection or over not having enough, or it's enough. You're good enough right where you are. And just going with it will allow those stress levels to remain in that calm, just like the meditation we did in the beginning. The middle of the sea is calm, right? The waves at the side of the ocean, they're crashing, they're thrashing, the tide's coming in, the tide's going out. But out in the middle of that ocean, it's calm. And with your soul's light is always calm. So it may be hectic going on everywhere else around you, but reach for that light deep within. That's where the calm is. That's where the peace is. And with that peace, you will find that unconditional happiness. And happiness doesn't necessarily mean all giddy and smiley and laughing. Happiness is calm. Happiness is peace. Happiness is feeling good. So that's our message for tonight. Would anybody like a card from the little, look how cute this is, the little mini deck. I just absolutely love it. It's perfect for travel. There's just little sayings on it. It's an inspiration deck. It's from, gosh, I made this in 2015. It's 6 years old already. And it's from my first book, Never Alone, which I actually have a copy right here. I only have a couple of these left. I am really not planning on printing any more of them, but there's over 75 stories of my experiences as well as others' experiences of create or having a relationship with your angel, and how they're with us every single day and how we begin to notice those signs and how we can begin to read those signs and decipher what they mean and how we can use them for our best interest. So, Facebook user, I'm assuming that's Sherry again. And this will be, well, let's see. No, Heather first. I'm reading up or going the wrong way. Okay, Heather, then Christine, then Sherry. Heather, recognize the beauty of your angels protecting you every day. So not only are they guiding you, but they're also protecting you, which is really the perfect segue to an experience I had 2 weeks ago in Florida. I'm taking my dog for a walk and I'm listening to, I think I was listening, to the album for my playlist for the Fly Retreat, which is in May, which, by the way, if you're interested, we still have some spots left. So I'm listening to the playlist and I'm envisioning what I might do with this song or that song or what have you. And I'm walking and all of a sudden I hear this loud crash and I look over and there is this big ass dog that broke through a window and is running right for my dog. My dog is 8 pounds. He's little. So I bend over to pick up Bentley and I get nipped on my left thigh. And I was like, ow. And then I freaking got 2 dog bites in my behind, like really bad. Like it was disgusting. So, yeah, right, Christine? So here's the beauty of this situation. I was so calm when this whole thing happened. My angels were with me. I knew I was being protected. As I'm not screaming, I'm just like, "Ow, ow, ow," like each time he bit me. And I look up and there's 2 city workers truck right there. They were getting in their car, they were getting or their truck, and they were getting ready to leave. When they heard the crash, they got out of the car with a stick and they helped push the dog away. The dog ran away. He knew he was wrong. He tried to get back in the house. He couldn't, so he ran away. Those men were placed there to help me and to help my dog. There's no doubt in my mind that they were there for a reason, that I'm getting chills. They were my angels. They were my angels on earth, and my angels were protecting me because of the relationship that I have with them. The calmness that was taking place before this even happened, that protection barrier was already there. So eventually, I called the police, or I called 911. I said, "I don't need an ambulance. Please don't send an ambulance. I just need the police because there's nobody home. I need to file a report, all that stuff. I need to make sure that the dog is vaccinated." So the daughter comes home, and in the meantime, I got put on hold with the police. So I hung up, called back later before the daughter came home and got put on hold again. I said, "Whatever." The daughter came home. Those guys stayed with me in case the dog came back. And long story short, she called her parents. They all came home. We exchanged information. I'm consoling the people with the dog. I'm the one that got bit, and I'm consoling them because they were so upset about what had transpired. So, that is a prime example of creating that beautiful relationship with your angel team, with your spirit team, and know that you are being guided and know that you are being protective. Did I get injured? Yes, I did. Was I black and blue and bloody all over? Yes, I was. But I was okay. I was okay. I wasn't frightened. Not one moment was I frightened. So thank you for allowing me to share. Didn't mean to take so long with that. Okay, so the next one, Heather, that was you. That was about being protected. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, Christine, this is for you. If you are joining and you would like me to pull a card for you tonight, we are using the Never Alone mini card deck, which has been revamped in the last couple months to a smaller size with new pictures and new fonts. And Christine, this is for you, my friend. Send out positive energy frequencies to the universe and they will come back to you. This is all about the law of attraction, karma, the boomerang effect, the whole thing of what it is we're putting out there is what is going to come back to us. So, what are we focusing on? Are we focusing on what we want, or are we focusing on what we don't want? And when we focus on what we don't want, we bring more of what we don't want into our day. And that is really a perfect message that I need because today has been a little bit of a rough day for me. Um, so, it's karma. Send out good, good comes back. It's short and sweet. Can't go much further into that without, really getting into a deep, deep discussion. Okay, so the next is Sherry. This one is for you. If you're with us, say hello. Let us know you're here. If you're watching on the replay later on, let me know that you're on the replay. I hope everybody is doing well. What is everybody up to these days? Has anybody had like a major, not a major, a little win? Let's not go to the major wins. Let's go to the little wins, right? The little wins that we have throughout the day. That moment when you create that shift or that pivot, like Heather did with having to do her interview and technology not going the right way. That's a win. If you didn't freak out in that situation, that's a win. So let me know about some of the wins that you might have had recently. Because we have many of them throughout the day, and it's about beginning to learn how to recognize them. So Sherry, this is for you. Love yourself. These cards do not do well on the camera. There we go. If I move with my head, love yourself. This is all about really what I just kind of that little blurb from the book about finding that space, finding that calm, like the 5 to align meditation we did in the beginning about finding that calm within ourselves. And when we love ourselves, we can find that calm a little bit quicker than we can if we haven't been doing the self-care, doing the soul care, whatever that might mean to you. So Christine, study, making great progress on my course, did a healing on my daughter and she was blown away. Oh, that's wonderful. So I know you're doing like energy work. Share with everybody what it is that you're doing. Because we like to know. We'd like to know. That's what this group is about. Sharing our wisdom, sharing our card readings. How do we use our card readings? Are we doing journal work? What message are you, if you're doing journal work and you channeled some beautiful message, share it with people in the group because somebody needs to hear it. This work is not just for you, it's for everybody. And I don't offer everything. So, what you're offering somebody, hey, Jolie, what you're offering somebody might need. So don't be afraid to share in this group. It's not the Michelle page. It's called the Daily Oracle, but you're the best oracle. You are the connector. You are the channeler. You are the energy worker. So share that information with other people. This is for Jolie, who joined us just right on time. Create positive changes in your day. This is one of my favorite things about this little Never Alone to deck. Did I say that right? This little Never Alone deck. It's just the messages are short and sweet. And sometimes that's all we need. We don't need to go into long depth. We don't need to dive into, this mass superimposement of pictures and trying to figure out what each one means. Um, it's just sometimes we just need those right words at the right moment to allow us to create that shift. And that's what these do. So, this is just a reminder to create positive changes in your day. When you're feeling that moment of stress come through, what can you do to pivot? So, I heard this thing on a podcast today. Um, because I'm always looking for new learning experiences. And you might have heard of it before, but there's this therapeutic technique out there called delete, delete. So when you feel your mind going to a space that doesn't feel good, or you shouldn't be going on that, just to say delete, delete. And what it really does is it like reprograms the frequency in your brain waves, and it takes you off track and puts you on a different track. So when you feel yourself going down that road, go delete, delete, and see see if that works for you. It's an easy way to, excuse me, to create positive changes in your day. Oh, Carla's still with us. Okay, absolutely. So Christine says that she does energy. I do energy clearings and I'm learning ART, accelerated release technique. Oh, she was struggling with her college course and had a negative mindset, neutralized her negative belief and gave her a new belief. Interesting. Yeah, that is really, really cool. That ties in so well with my book because one part of the technique that I'm sharing in the book is release. And yeah, we're going to have to do some sort of interview or something like that because I think there's so many people that need to know how to do that, including myself. I'm always looking for new techniques on how to release and surrender. You're so welcome, Jolie. I'm happy that you were able to join us this evening. I'm going to read for my Reiki teacher, Linda, tomorrow. I'm a little nervous, but we never grow if we don't break out of our comfort zone. Um, what are you nervous about, Heather? You know what you're doing. You've been doing this a long time. You There's nothing to be nervous about, but I heard something once where it said if when you're nervous, that means that it means something. And then that energy is actually excitement. You're not nervous, you're excited because like you said, you're breaking out of your comfort zone, and that's a space of excitement. So instead of saying that you're nervous, say you're excited. Right? What a great way to shift that mindset. Change one word. You're a little excited. It changes everything. Okay, I'm going to pick a card for Carla. And if anybody else has popped on right now, let me know. I will do one more reading after Carla and then call it a night because I usually only stay on for 30 minutes. All right, let's see what the Never Alone Angel deck has to say for Miss Carla. Recognize the beauty of your angels protecting you every day. Isn't this the same card that I picked for Heather? right? When we recognize them protecting us, in that moment of recognition, we should share the gratitude for one, them being there, two, for us recognizing it. That is cause for celebration. When we recognize the moment that we've connected, that we've seen the sign, that we've seen the protection, that we've seen the guidance, give it gratitude because that creates a beautiful energy flow and that momentum to keep that relationship going. Our angel team relationship is something that we have to consistently work on, like every other relationship in our life, including the relationship with ourself. So be mindful and thank yourself and thank your angels for that. Heather, I'm excited. Fantastic. All right, ladies, I believe it is all ladies this evening. So thank you so much for joining me for another cast of Oracle Slumber Party. I almost said the Daily Oracle, but don't forget, giveaway happening on the Daily Oracle podcast. If you listen, follow, and comment, you will be entered to win a deck, and the winner will be announced on Monday. And the fly retreat is this May. It's year number 2, and the theme is actually bloom, but it's about rebirth as well as we bloom, because when we bloom, we are birthing something new. Let's see. I got a new comment here. Very good. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Heather says, thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you. And I will see you guys soon. Have a great night. Bye.